All right. What up, folks? What up, folks? Welcome to the channel. We're going to dive right into this video. Give me one moment. Let's set this thing up. And we'll talk about this. We'll go live about this. And we'll talk about this that has just went down. This is major breaking news. And I will show it to you. Let's get into it. Let's get right to it. And here it is. Per Adam Schefter, the reporter that always, I've never seen something reported from Adam Schefter that wasn't true. So if Adam Schefter is saying it, then it is 120% true. And right now, Adam Schefter, the reporter on ESPN, is reporting that the Browns are trading 2 first-round picks, or 2 draft picks, to the Dolphins for Jarvis Landry. And there you see it. And it's also being said that the Browns are also going to be working on a new contract for Jarvis Landry. I said a long time ago that if Jarvis Landry was going to get a big deal, it was probably going to come from a bad team, and that's what we're going to see now. The Browns. It's an interesting situation though when you think about the Browns, because the Browns have Josh Gordon. The Browns have Jarvis Landry now, and the Browns also have Corey Coleman. So Jarvis Landry does not have to go to the Cleveland Browns and be the #1 receiver. He can go over there, and I don't know what they're going to do in that situation. But you never know what's going to happen with Josh Gordon. He has had issues in the past. He can't stay off the weed. Can't stay off the funny trees. And he's been out quite a few times because of it. But now you have an offense that's going to have Noku. It's going to have Josh Gordon. It's going to have Corey Coleman. It's going to have Jarvis Landry, and it's probably going to have Saquon Barkley as well. That's going to be an extremely difficult offense to stop for the Cleveland Browns, as long as they could get the quarterback situation right. They've got a pretty good offensive line with Joe Thomas. I forget the name of the guard they signed last year to anchor that side of the field. But they still need a quarterback. They have to get quarterback right. And we'll see what they decide to do in this draft. And maybe this kind of alludes to, you know what though? If you're looking at this offense, right now in the way that it's being built, do you want to put a rookie quarterback in this situation? Would you take a rookie quarterback and give him Josh Gordon, Saquon Barkley, Noku, and Jarvis Landry? You would kind of think that they would go for a veteran quarterback, which kind of makes you think that they may even go harder at Cousins. But I've been hearing that Cousins is almost a shoo-in to go to the Minnesota Vikings. So we will see what happens with the Browns. The Browns offense is going to be pretty damn good. It's going to be pretty good in 2018, 2019. We'll see exactly how this ends up working. I want to know what picks we get out of this. That's the most interesting. That's going to be the most interesting part. Nobody has said exactly what picks we're going to get out of this. If you think we're going to get a first-round pick out of this, you're out of your mind. I just don't see the Browns giving up the 1 or the 4. I just don't see it at all. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to give us a first round pick. I see it more maybe a third round pick or fourth round pick, which would explain why they felt that flexibility with Quinn to give up that fourth round pick for Quinn. So maybe we end up with another third round pick and a fourth round pick. We will see exactly how that works out. Marcus Peters, the cornerback for the Kansas City Chiefs, I think he went to the Rams for a fourth and a seventh, and that's a top 5 cornerback. I don't see us being able to get a first round pick out of this shit. So, I mean, that would be completely wishful thinking. So I'm thinking a third round pick and a fourth round pick, which in this draft could still land us a starting tight end. Anderson, the tight end from Oklahoma, will probably still be there in the fourth round. Frank Ragnow, the center, a piece that we could definitely use, will probably still be there in the third or the fourth round. So we could still end up adding starters with these picks. Now everything that I thought a year back or 2 years back when we drafted Leonte Carroo is going to come into fruition. I've been saying that Leonte Carroo was our replacement for the longest. When I saw us trade up to get that guy, I felt like that's what we were doing it for. And now we'll see. We'll get to see if he's going to be our Anquan Boldin. He's got the size. He's got the. Anytime I've seen him on the field, he's done relatively well. He just hasn't gotten enough snaps. It's the same shit that we've seen with Kenyon Drake. So we'll get to see exactly what we're going to get out of Leonte Carroo. I think Jakeem Grant is probably going to be more on the outside. He's more an outside receiver. But I think Leonte Carroo is a perfect size for a slot receiver. Speed, the size, the build. I don't necessarily like Jakeem Grant running across the middle and getting hit by linebackers, but Leonte Carroo has that size to do that. Then we can also kind of move these guys around. I even like to see a set where we put Kenny Stillsmore in the slot, have Parker on one side and Grant on the other side. That's a nightmare for defenses with a good tight end. But we shall see, man. This is going to be and I've also heard rumors that they might even trade Ndamukong Suh. We shall see. Is this going to? Are we about to turn into a rebuilding team? I've heard rumors that Ryan Tannehill may get traded. We shall see. We'll see exactly how this works. If you remember at the tail end of last year, there was a bunch of articles saying that a lot of pieces were going to change on this team. And then you saw going into the next year. And then you saw Jay Ajayi get traded in the middle of the year. Now you're seeing Jarvis Landry being traded. There's rumors floating around about Ryan Tannehill being traded. So we shall see exactly how this team works out, man. Anyway, Hard Hitting Sports in your face. Follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter already, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @Casual, @KASUWELL. There's a lot coming up, man. This puts the Dolphins back. This puts our salary cap back to I think it's back to square one, if I'm not mistaken. Where we were a lot over the salary cap. So this moves kind of. I expect to start seeing the other moves happen. Thomas out of here, Timmons out of here, and maybe even a surprise move. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. I'm out of here. Peace.